Party
Okay,
people.
this is going to be probably the most painful character creation that anybody's ever gone through ever.
So, for those of you who don't know, Chris is going to be starting a new campaign on Wednesday. We'll be playing
Wednesday at 8:30.
8:30 Central.
Central.
Was that 9:30 Eastern?
That'd be 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 Pacific.
Yeah, because, people from all across the time zones might watch us. Anyway, so...
Did you say nope?
I said maybe.
Maybe. So, the catch here currently is going to be... Parnell here needs to make his character.
Yes.
So we figured we would just go through the process together on Beyond.
For funsies.
Make his new character, who we can see is named Thalkam. And that's what we have. And he has stats rolled.
Yes. Pre-rolled the stats.
Chris, how are you rolling stats in this game?
We're going with sort of a different way of rolling things. I've decided that I really like the idea of somebody starting really low
totally
and working their way up to
A lot of my
crazy
monitors
power.
are set up top bottom.
That's fine. That makes sense. Sorry.
And so we're rolling characters' stats with D4s. We're doing 44 plus 2 7 times, and then you drop the lowest. And you put them wherever you like.
Yes, and right now I've got 3 12s, a 13, a 14, and a 15, and an 11 that's getting dropped.
12s and 13s are pretty much the most common thing that you get when you roll like that. And then...
So, I'm wildly average.
Okay, hang on just a second. We need to make an audio adjustment real quick.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so now we can start talking again, and it should hear us a little bit better.
Hooray!
Hurrah!
Do you need me to go over stats again?
I don't know.
Maybe just a quick repeat.
I'm adjusting.
Adjusting. Moving sliders.
Adjustment. Speaking for longer periods of time to test. I have trouble speaking.
It's the fan.
Melodically.
Oh, do you want to pull it real quick?
Kill the fan real quick. Sorry, guys. All of you who...
Are dealing
We already
with
got
this.
7 people watching.
What, really? This is incredible.
Get wrecked, fan.
That's right.
Get wrecked.
You can get bent, fan.
Our body temperature.
Our body temperatures are going to rise straight through the roof. It's got to be hot lava down here. Hot man lava.
I don't know if that made a difference. There's a lot of noise in this tonight.
Okay, well, I got one other idea. If we want.
Hang on a second. Sorry, again.
We're good at this, maybe. I promise. Let me,
We've had good audio before. That's something.
see the house.
He's got his headphones up real loud. I can hear him. I can hear myself.
Oh, that did it.
Nah. We're just not allowed to be
Turn the fan back
comfortable
on.
while we stream.
Well,
I unplugged it.
what
I think it was I had to adjust the sound suppression.
I also turned the dehumidifier.
Okay. Well, come have a seat and we'll start talking again.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm getting into the energy drinks because I got up too early this morning to make tasty meats.
The Manster?
Yeah. It's not even cold. Sometimes you gotta do it.
So, anyways,
I heard that.
can we talk about
Some quality.
stats now?
Some quality can opening sounds.
For people that didn't hear us.
We're gonna
We're
ASMR our pencil
Okay.
writing on paper
Oh,
sounds here.
Yeah, that's fine. We can hear the fan just a little bit, but it's not bad.
Alright, cool.
Feel free to complain.
Feel free to complain. It's fine.
You're not a good streamer unless you have
Oh, God.
occasional sound issues.
Consequences will never be the same after whatever that was.
I dropped stuff. All right, sorry, Chris. You were talking about stats.
I was talking about stats. So, in my game, we start off super weak.
Yeah.
I'm having all of the player characters roll 4d4 plus 2 7 times, and then drop the lowest for their stats. Which gives everyone like an average of about 12
Yeah.
for their stats.
We had a question in the thing. Are you rolling up the new characters tonight? We're only rolling up Parnell's new character
So
tonight.
I'm bad at this.
Yeah, I've already got mine. Sheldon, the DBA gamer. I saw that you already got yours posted. Sheldon, the DBA gamer, who is my cousin, will be playing with us, which is super fantastic.
Yeah, should be good.
Nice.
Anyway, so yeah, we're just making Parnell's character tonight. A nice thing, like Chris was saying, 1d4 plus 2. I made my character...
44.
I'm sorry, 44. The standard is that we usually, when I run a game, it's 4d6 straight down the line. And I really like it because you get fun combinations and it forces you to play mother truckers that you normally wouldn't play. I will say this, Chris. The 44 plus 2, I kind of wish it was just 44.
Yeah?
Yeah, I kind of wish I had a little bit shittier character.
I'd have
I'm
a dump
happy
truck
with
of a
my
character, but I'd play it.
Yeah,
Then the average would be 10.
yeah.
10.
There is something to say about shitty characters and an added layer of grittiness and ineptitude.
Resourcefulness, creativeness,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's
shin the
fine.
bedness.
I am super excited to play on Wednesday. So, let's get back to business with Parnell's character. I'll operate the mouse for now, and you can operate the mouse some too.
Okay, we'll share it. It'll
Yeah,
be
we're
nice.
not doing all the characters here, but we got one just
Yeah.
so you can have like an example of
Yeah.
how they're created.
Something exciting and
Something.
special.
Yeah. All right. So, Parnell, your character's name is
Thalkam.
Thalkam,
Yeah.
not to be confused with Thalkam powder.
Yeah, or Thalkam punch.
Oh snap!
Thalkam punch?
Captain Thalkam.
Captain Thalkam.
Captain Thalkam. Oh my god. Are you a captain of something?
I could be, but not yet.
Hang on, I'm making another adjustment.
Do it. Oh, yeah. That will probably help.
There we go.
Yeah. Stuff that's different now.
Yeah. Okay,
There it is. Captain Thalkam powder.
Captain Thalkam powder.
It'll reduce moisture in places that you don't want. Super good. It's the captain of it.
Very
In
nice.
charge.
So, Chris, in your game, I changed some of these. Are we allowing homebrew content?
I mean, yeah.
Yes. Critical Role content, I left off. Playtest content, I left off. These are options we can change later if you change your mind, Chris.
Right.
Advancement, are we running a milestone or XP based game?
XP.
Click that over to XP. And we're going to confirm. Alright, are we using encumbrance rules? I hope the answer is no, but it might be yes.
I'm just gonna go with no. I kind of have my own encumbrance rules.
Nice. Hit point type. This is a player thing. Going with fixed gives you the average dice roll plus your constitution modifier. Whereas if you go manual, it means you're going to roll your HP every time and then add your constitution modifier. It's up to you. What do you want to do there, Parnell?
I like to roll it.
So we're going to click on manual.
Even though I'm bad at this, my rolling is usually average.
Yeah, very true. Are you going to be
Sometimes worse.
doing unarmed strike?
Probably not.
I'm going to turn that off. Okay, next. There we go.
I'll click it with my finger.
You did it!
Like it
You
actually
did it.
matters.
So now we have some race options.
Which I normally pick after I know what class I'm going to play, because bonus purposes. But
That's true. We can skip that and come back. Let's talk about classes. What's your highest score?
well, 15. That's the biggest
15?
number.
Okay, and that's fine. With the right class, that's easily 17.
Right.
So, what are you thinking?
I'm kind of leaning on the healing side.
Healing? So we would have Bard, Cleric, Druid, Paladin.
And I know we have a Bard
Bard is
and a
doable.
Druid
And
already.
Yeah,
Right.
Sheldon, the DBA Gamer, if I remember correctly, you're going to be playing a Bard. I myself am playing a reverse healer. In this case, a Barbarian. Bard. Who picked Bard? Did Sammy pick Bard?
Sammy picked Bard, I think.
Okay. And I mean,
so.
Bards are. Oh,
Would
Sheldon,
be-
you're a monk.
This would be a pretty crazy twist, actually.
Oh,
If you're going for healer type as well,
that's who.
it's going to be like a lot of healers.
Who
Oh,
is?
who else is?
Who's his healer?
Didn't you say someone was also a druid?
No, he is a monk. I was incorrect on that.
And I think Sammy's being a bard. And somebody else is a
Yeah.
druid.
I personally, for my games,
Okay. I'll need to escape in just a second here, real quick.
important duties call.
Parenting.
Yes, we'll keep talking
So
in dulcet tones, and perhaps one of us will take our shirt off.
I will be right back. It'll be exciting when I come back.
It might not be the person you think.
This is actually a windfall for us. Parnell needing to leave for a second because I need a beer and I don't want to get up to get one. So I will make him grab me one when he comes back.
Nice.
Yeah, Sammy's a bard. Tyler is a spaghetti rogue, as he says there. So we have a barbarian, a bard, a monk, and a rogue. So
Tyler said he's a bard?
no, Sammy's a bard,
Oh, Sammy's... Okay, Sammy.
and Tyler is a rogue.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was saying, in
Nice.
my games, there's a lot of debate on how parties should be formed on character creation. Some groups are like, we want to build us a balanced party, so everyone will sit down and talk about the different roles, and they'll kind of, pick out. That way, I fucking hate that. Play the character you want to play, because when fate throws you and your fellow adventurers together, it's not going to give a shit if you have a cleric or not.
Yeah.
You might get thrown into a party with 3 wizards, a sorcerer, a paladin, a ranger, a barbarian. Is that all our characters? Yeah.
Yeah.
Personally, yeah. Happened to the druid. That was my mistake on the druid. I thought Sheldon, the DBA gamer, was playing a druid because he's played one in the past, and he is actually playing a monk. So
we have a monk, a rogue, a bard, a barbarian,
yeah,
and whatever Parnell wants to be.
barbarian, bard, monk.
He said he wants to be a healer, so
Yeah.
we could have another bard, a cleric, a druid, or a paladin.
Yeah. No fairy. Fairy fire is an amazing spell. It does not get the respect it deserves. My boy Omar, I've invited him to play, but he has. At one point, he said he wants to play, but then he hasn't responded to me. So, Omar, if you're out there, answer my fucking questions. Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. What do you people out there on the interwebs think Parnell should play? What class do you think would tickle our pickle just right? Answer. Bobicus likes druids. You know, and I did suggest that maybe Parnell should look at playing a druid. Give us another solid spellcaster along with Bard. Druids do healing. Druids also do, they've got some great support and control spells too. They're a nature wizard.
Parnell the Paladin. He might actually steer away from a Paladin.
In the game that I run, the one we just streamed last night, he plays a Conquest Paladin in that. So
Conquering Paladin?
Conquering Paladin, yeah.
Yeah.
So I could see him not wanting to Paladin. And in the game that Alex runs, our Arm Strife campaign, he's playing a cleric in there. A very capable cleric. It's really amusing to see how well he can just be a force of destruction as a extremely good-natured paladin. Cleric, my bad. Yeah. I don't know. We got, for missing classes, we got Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. I don't think I've ever seen Parnell play a committed caster. So maybe we could talk him into one of these three bottom ones, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard. Druid would fit that too. Druid is also a full caster.
Yeah.
Warlock, some people debate on whether or not a... Yeah.
Parnell the Soul Flame Warlock.
Moon Druid or Circle Druid?
All the shirts are still on. Everything's...
Hey, before you sit down, you should grab me a beer.
What do you want?
Double the bard, double the fun.
A beer.
A beer. Alright.
Something in glass.
Something in glass.
Something that's not Angry Orchard.
Okay. Yeah. This is what you want.
Could you grab me something that is Angry Orchard?
I could.
Oh, snap.
That's what I prefer.
I am not super familiar with the Druid classes.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with much outside of the cleric.
I've only seen one person play a Druid.
There's a couple people out there saying that maybe you should be playing a
Druid.
A Druid.
They literally said Druid.
Druid.
Is that would also...
Is that considering the what's
well, the points you can put where you want, so you could
I know.
dump.
I've got 3 stats that are slightly above average.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can dump those wherever you want. So if you wanted to play a Druid, that's a possibility. Of course, like I said, I'm not wildly familiar with how later level Druids work.
Me either. So
it would be an experience for both of us.
let's do it then.
Okay, we're doing Druid. So spellcasting, cantrips prepared. No, shows how many spell slots you have. You prepare a list of Druid spells that are available to you. Cast. Oh, so you get the whole Druid spell list available.
Plus, now I can make Spaceballs jokes because being a Druid.
Yes.
I'm Druish.
So,
You're Druish.
Circle Druid is spellcasting focused Druid. And Moon Druid is turning into other beasts.
So your saves...
Which I'm not interested in, I don't think.
So if you want to do casting... Which one is that?
Circle Druid.
They're nature wizards, is what I've heard.
Yeah. Nature clerics.
All right.
Nature wizards.
So it's going to look like at least we want wisdom to be your top.
Okay.
Intelligence would be your second, but that, I think, is debatable depending on, what you want to do.
Yeah. And some of this we can fudge with the race when we go back.
Proficiencies. We got to pick out 2 proficiencies for you.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
If I'm gonna go with healing, probably medicine should be one of them.
Okay.
Nice.
What is our pantheon, Chris?
Huh?
What is our pantheon in your game? For my character, I went with Greyhawk, I think.
I actually have not had a lot of time to flesh out like lore and junk.
Yeah.
Possibly
I'm
undetermined.
planning to use like the entire day tomorrow for that.
Okay.
Yet to come, Babakis.
Yeah.
Some of the land lore has been fleshed out a little bit, but I
Yeah.
want most of that to be a surprise.
Yeah. And I mean, that's fine. I mean, like, as a DM, you don't have to have all that shit. For your first encounter, or your first night, you have to have a town, and you have to have
A way to wipe the party.
conflict.
Yeah.
And that's it. A way to wipe the party. Now, what's your secondary? I think nature would be good, but
Yeah. Nature seems reasonable
as a druid.
as a druid.
Let's see.
I can tell you about those trees.
Oh shit! You get to speak druidic.
Druish. It
Druish.
will now be known
It's
as Druish.
Druish.
Let's see. Okay, so let's go back to race. Now that we know you're a druid, and we need to make sure to pay attention to wisdom
Yes, and potentially intelligence.
and potentially intelligence. So, good wisdom classes. That's Constitution. Dwarves aren't.
Probably an elf, I think.
Elf would make it good. So if we look at
Who else? Probably elf.
Elf.
nature is an intelligence check.
Firbolg. I do not.
Fearbolg. That's
Firbolg.
what Big Friend was.
Okay.
The giant subrace.
I'm not sure I'm willing to play a big character just yet.
You know what you should go with? Lizard folk.
You should roll a kinku. That way you can't talk to any of your party members.
Oh shit.
Yes, that sounds like a good start. I'll start.
Because they can only make bird noises.
They can.
It's gonna be perfect. I'll
they
just
can
be at the table and be like, "Burp, burp, burp, burp."
Oh my god. Human's always good. I'm playing a variant human.
Be like, what do you think, Thalkam? You'll be like,
Yeah.
That's right.
Fearbolg is wise. That's right.
I'm kind of leaning toward an elf just because that's my first slot.
All right, elves. So let's take a look at elves. We can go with a wood elf. What do they got? +2 to Dex. What is the base elf increase?
I do not know.
I think it's... Is it wisdom?
Plus, if there's any dwarves in the party, I can be all haughty and judgy.
I don't know if they are. High elf.
Are they?
Oh, racial trait of the elf is dexterity.
2
okay.
dexterity.
And then it's the other. That's dexterity now. Alignment, size, speed.
Firbolg is only one.
Oh, intelligence. Okay. So that's dexterity and intelligence.
Otherwise, we can get it. It's the +1 from humans.
Yeah, humans can either. Okay, wood elves get a +1 to wisdom and a +2 to dexterity.
I think you
That
can
might
get
not be
a...
bad.
I'm pretty sure you can get a +1 to wisdom with a hill dwarf.
Let's check out hill dwarfs. +2 to con.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
Oh, also
+1 to wisdom. Okay,
Yeah.
so hill dwarfs, wood dwarfs. I don't know. Dragonborns are probably, they're pretty martial. Strength by 2, charisma by 1. They're pretty good paladins.
The only reason I knew that about the hill dwarf was because I am one in Flux campaign.
Yeah, wisdom by 2, strength by 1.
What weapons does a druid typically use?
You're gonna have probably simple weapons.
Okay, so
Yeah, you're gonna be looking at
Usually
using a club
druid
or a staff
carries a staff around.
or a sling.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it would make sense to have some dexterity for.
Dexterity makes shit harder. It'll increase your AC. That's the big
Always
perk.
good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. You can use the spell Shillelagh as a druid to magically empower your club or your staff to go up to a D8 in damage, I think.
Nice.
So, yeah, you can do... Having some, a little bit of strength wouldn't be a horrible thing. No, I'm sorry. When you use Shillelagh, it uses your
Wisdom.
casting.
Yeah, wisdom.
So, yeah, you don't have to worry about being strong.
You can empower your staff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking Wood Elf, but...
What else? Should we just submit... What do gnomes get? Intelligence. I'm going to guess it's going to be dexterity. Yeah. Okay, let's just go with Wood Elf. If that's what you're feeling, let's not fuck around and we'll just go with it.
Kind of arbitrary.
It was right below Dwarf.
Yeah, I was just closing the other things. Alright, we're going to go with Wood Elf. Wood Elf Druid. Yeah.
Only needs to cast Fairy.
That way I'm like doubling down on all the nature things.
Yeah. Wood Elf, you got Dark Vision, proficiency and perception skill. Oh, that's nice.
That would be good, because perception is always useful.
Charmed and magic can't put you to sleep. You don't have to sleep. You can take a trance. Mask of the Wild. You can attempt to hide even when you are only lightly obscured by foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mist, or other natural phenomena.
I'm just going to keep a shrubbery in my backpack, and I'm going to Metal Gear Solid around this place.
Oh, shit. So we got your class. You're a Druid.
Oh. Gith also has +2 wisdom.
I don't know what a Gith is.
Gith Yankee and Gith Zera, they're spacefaring creatures that live out in the abyss, in the elemental limbo or whatever it is.
Sounds exciting.
They're definitely. You need to roll your HP.
I need to have dice to do that.
I
go get them.
Maximum hit point. That should be automatic at first level. That should be an 8. Right there.
Oh, total fixed HP is an 8 already.
Okay. Well, then we shouldn't have to roll.
I don't get to roll on level?
Not first level.
Okay.
We don't have your score in there, so once we get your scores in,
then
it'll give you whatever your constitution.
I'm on top of this now.
Yeah.
Expert level character creation here.
Yeah. All right, ability scores. We're going to go with manual. All right, so wisdom is important.
And that's going to be the 15 slot, I think.
15.
All right, so let's come down here and plug in 1 and 5. What's next?
I've got a 14 and a 13, and then all the rest are 12s. So part of me kind of is leaning... I don't know how important intelligence is. But then after that, I'm kind of a toss-up on strength, dexterity, or constitution. Put the 13 in.
Okay.
If the intelligence is important.
I don't know. What are your other scores? 14,
12.
says put 14 in Connor Dex.
I would tend to agree with that.
Okay.
I would be a little
14
more...
in the dex?
Yeah, 14 in Dex. That way it'll up your AC a little bit.
Yeah, Dex will up your AC and Con will up your
HP.
Getting hit, not caring about.
So I've got a 13, and then all the rest are 12s.
So do you want to do your 13 in Constitution or Intelligence?
We do have all the content. All the content.
Yeah, we got a lot of it purchased. When you made your character, as long as you clicked on that link first, it should have given you access to everything I have access to.
If you made it ahead of time, you wouldn't.
Yeah, if you made it before you clicked on that link, you'd only have access to the free shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you should have access to Xanathar's, Volo's.
Yeah. Damn me. What did I do? I didn't do this. You know what? We can, I'll tell you what we can do after this there. We'll make his character. We'll kick over into my account.
We hate you forever.
And we can make your character tonight as well, if you got your rolls. And you can just tell us what you want to do through the chat, although there's a 30-second delay.
Either that, or we can just roll through it and update.
Should have access to the
Discord
Discord
as well.
We can talk on the Discord. Oh, you're going to redo it offline? Okay. That's fine.
That works too.
Anyway, Parnell, where do you want that 13? Constitution or
Pox on your
intelligence?
house.
They're both a +1 modifier, right? That's 10, 11 is 0, 12, 13 is 1.
I feel like the reasonable place would be Constitution.
Okay, we'll go with 13 there.
Not knowing how important intelligence is. And then 12 for everything else.
There's about to be a thing. That'll be fun.
Not dishonor on our cows. We need our cows to maintain their honor.
Alright, so now
How
your
else
stats.
will they get married?
Your dexterity is a 16. Your con is a 13. Your intelligence is a 12. Your wisdom is a 16.
Good.
Nice.
Also, my initiative should be helped a little too.
That is also accurate. Description. We need to choose your background.
Shady.
Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your family. Dishonor on your cow.
I was upset about this on our cat.
Here we go. Shady. We can go urchin. That's what I picked, but that's kind of like you're an orphan abandoned in a city.
I just threw that out arbitrarily. We don't necessarily need to do that.
Acolyte. That you grew up in like a religious temple. Charlatan. You're a fake. City watch. Clan crafter. Cloistered scholar. Courtier. Criminal. Entertainer. Faction. Far traveler. Folk hero.
Poke it, far traveler. Let's see what it says.
They live their lives out without ever traveling more, but you aren't one of those folks. You were from a distant place, one so remote that few of the common folk realize it exists, although undoubtedly you get proficiency in some skill. You get proficiency in whatever the fuck you want.
Nice. And insight, apparently. That would line up nicely with the perception.
Then we got Far Traveler. We also got bam, right there. We also got
Disconfiding.
Hermit might fit too, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to go with Far Traveler?
I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Okay. What extra skill do you want?
You can't do that. Sorry. I'm just kidding.
What do you want?
I'm trying to think of what would benefit from...
Crotch rot. That is not nice.
Rochcrot.
What would benefit from wisdom?
Um,
I'm trying to remember how that plays out.
the survival,
Survival might make sense.
stealth, sleight of hand, or dexterity. Religion is intelligence. Persuasion, performance. Persuasion is charisma. Performance might be dexterity. Investigation is that wisdom, maybe?
Yeah.
Intimidation is charisma. History is intelligence. Deception is charisma. Athletics is strength. Arcana is intelligence.
Survival's a wisdom skill.
Animal handling, I think, is intelligence. Acrobatics is dexterity.
So it might be survival, or I was thinking could also do acrobatics to take advantage of that extra dex that I have too.
That's true.
Although that would depend
A
on
lifetime of living up in the treetops.
Survival is wisdom. Investigation is int.
So the question is acrobatics or survival?
Animal handling is wisdom too. I don't know. Survival is good. Acrobatics, now that you mention about it, it kind of sounds neat.
Yeah.
What's that?
Strength.
Strength?
It's not strength. Stop being
I thought athletics was strength.
Athletics is strength. Acrobatics.
Is that dex?
That's why I thought it was.
Acrobatics is dexterity.
I could pull up my character sheet for another one and just look at the categories. Acrobatics is dex.
Yeah.
And sleight of hand, which I don't know that I do. Or stealth.
Stealth. You can be sneaky too.
Yeah.
I don't. Tyler is playing a rogue, so he should be kind of sneaky as well.
If acrobatics isn't strength, how come Hulk jumps so high?
Oh, fuck.
I don't know. I almost kind of want to lean on that dex a little bit.
Alright,
so.
let's go with acrobatics.
Or stealth.
Or stealth.
Kinda
Which
is-
one?
I need something to roll. The dice are so close, but so far.
Hang on, we can just roll it on my phone.
Okay.
What are we rolling? We're going to do roll a d6.
Evens are acrobatics and odds are stealth.
Hit roll.
Odds.
So that's stealth?
Stealth.
Alright. We're going to pick stealth. Okay, and you need to pick a language. You already know Elvish. You know Druish.
Druish, yeah.
Druish.
What would be a useful?
Sylvan is the language of the Fae. Like foresty type creatures.
So you'd be able to talk to pixies and shit?
Pixies and
Other
Fae
nature-
dragons?
Other nature-y things.
other intense nature-y things.
It seems like a reasonable branching language.
Tiny dragons with butterfly wings?
I like that. As long as they're just tiny dragons. I need to pick a tool.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Musical instrument or gaming set.
ironically do dice set.
Nice. Your accent, mannerisms, figure of speech, and perhaps even your appearance all mark you as foreign. Hang on a second, guys. Never mind.
Foreign?
Curious glances. You can parlay this attention to access people. Oh, characteristics. Here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh
There's some
my
doobly
goodness.
You gonna roll them, or are you just gonna pick the one you like?
Let's roll them. That way we'll keep this intriguing.
Or you could just decide them.
It may not hurt to. You can go edit that character. Well, yeah, you're probably going to need to delete and create again. We're going to roll. We're just getting my dice app open. So, first one is a d6. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Alright. 4. I express affection or contempt in ways that are unfamiliar to others.
Okay.
I'm going to touch people in ways they don't like.
That's kind of amusing. You can insult people in odd and complex ways.
Yes.
Alright, next d6, ideas.
Did you hit the add?
I did.
Alright. That one is 2. Reserved.
Someone who is new to these strange lands, I'm cautious and respectful in my dealings.
Which sort of contradicts the first one, but interesting.
Alright, you want to keep it or are you going to go
Let's
again?
go with it. We'll make
All
it
right.
work.
Bonds.
1.
So long as I have this token for my homeland, I can face any adversity in this strange land.
It's my dice set.
Nice.
I'm rolling it in.
That's your dice set. Last one.
3.
I have a weakness for the new intoxicants and pleasures of this land. Oh man, you and Frank are going to get turned.
Yes.
Nice.
That's how I overcome my shyness.
This is going to be fun to DM.
Big question here. What's your alignment?
Hmm.
We're not allowed to go evil.
No. I don't think I'd be necessarily good either.
Go one of the neutrals.
Probably somewhere in the neutral realm.
Lawful neutral, flat neutral, or chaotic neutral.
You could do what everybody that wants to be evil but can't does and go chaotic neutral.
I tend towards being a nice guy.
I went with chaotic good.
But yeah, I'd either be chaotic good or maybe neutral.
Flat neutral?
I don't think I'd be lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral could be like you're really big on following like the natural order of nature and shit. Flat neutral is just like you're out here doing your thing. Yeah, you'd like to see good prevail, but balance is key.
Well,
Trying to remember how chaotic good fits in.
Chaotic good, you want to see good going, but you don't necessarily care about the laws of man.
Maybe that's fitting.
yeah.
That's where I'm at. I'm a good guy and I want to do good, but
Feel
fucking
like,
shit, if you piss me off, I'm gonna punch you.
I feel like
goodbye, my
chaotic good is like 90% of people in real life.
Yeah.
There.
Faith, we'll probably come back to that one. Lifestyle. Chris, you got a preference? We don't really do anything with this.
No.
Usually I go with poor or modest.
No, there's definitely no restrictions on it.
Doesn't matter.
No, we'll just pick modest. Physical characteristics. These we can let you. This is...
I'll fluff these in later.
Yeah. Notes. What's next? Equipment.
Oh, snap!
You want to get you some gold, or you want to choose from the starting equipment?
Probably just starting equipment, because that gold requires us having somewhere to buy things.
Wooden shield or a simple weapon?
I mean, there will be places to buy things.
I'm kind of leaning towards the shield, but I don't know what offensive capabilities I have without a weapon.
You should have enough spell casting to...
Because I might just boost.
Well, and you got to look at the next one too: a scimitar or a simple melee weapon.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So we'll go shield, scimitar, or simple melee weapon.
I think I'm proficient in something that's not a scimitar. I could be wrong.
So, and one thing is, I don't remember the restrictions on druids for wielding metal weapons. I know you're not supposed to wear metal armor. You lose your druid powers for 24 hours.
Maybe staff.
So yeah, they got club or staff. Where's staff? Oh, it's quarterstaff right there. All right, leather armor or an explorer's pack. Leather armor, an explorer's pack, and a druidic focus. These are your focuses.
There you go. A
wooden
full
staff.
staff.
A wooden staff. It's not a melee staff though.
Right.
Might
That would just be what you use to focus your spells through.
Yeah.
might do a U wand.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, you get a set of traveler's clothes. Do you want any musical instrument you were proficient with, or any one gaming set you were proficient with? Probably gaming set, so you can have them dice.
Yeah.
Poorly wrought maps from your homeland that depict where you are in Faerun. Small piece of jewelry. A pouch with 15 gold.
Okay. Throw them in.
Let's see. We'll have you go ahead and don your leather armor and your quarterstaff. Of course, you can't wear your shield and have your quarterstaff. Do you want to go back and change that to like a club?
Quarterstaff's two-handed.
Yeah.
Bobicus says metal weapons are fine.
Okay.
Maybe we'll change that then. I was for some reason thinking quarterstaff was one-handable. You'd have to... I don't know where we changed the election.
Here, we can just do inventory.
I'll just drop it and add it.
We'll unwheel, then we'll remove it. We'll go down to add items.
Weapons.
Where's weapons?
Something that is one-handable, and yeah, I might as well just see proficiency.
One hand simple
Club,
weapon.
dagger, mace, scimitar, short bow, sickle, sling, spear.
Does Shillelagh... How many things?
Oh, quarterstaff is versatile. You can one hand or two hand.
Okay.
Oh, so we can just stick with quarterstaff.
Okay. Hooray. I guess we could expand that out and have like that.
Bludgeoning,
Oh,
quarterstaff, versatile. Okay,
Yeah.
1d6 regular war.
And proficient, so
Yeah.
let's do it.
There it is. And we will wield it. Where?
Alright. Next. Do the
To
do.
do this right here.
Oh, pick a guy.
Pick a face there, Parnell.
I'm arbitrarily going to go over to the right all the way and down 4.
Just roll 10d20.
Right there.
Yep.
That's a drow.
Okay, then
5.
that works. He looks green.
Other portraits.
He does look green. That fits your druid theme. Okay.
There we go.
And if you so feel it, you can just search Google Images later and upload one.
I think that's mostly just for me to look at, so.
Yeah.
I look so handsome.
So handsome. It's a spinning.
Oh my goodness, I'm so much more handsome as an elf.
Alright.
And we can also come down here.
Get me some spells out of my known spells.
So, you need to have 2 cantrips. And you get to prepare 4 spells. You got a decent selection of
No
cantrips.
kidding.
Create bonfires, a pretty solid
That's
one.
been pretty fun, actually.
That's the
Yeah, so I can Mustang people, which is important.
yeah. You want to get that?
Yeah, I'm down with that just because.
Alright. Druid craft. Create tiny harmless sensory effects. Instantly make a flower blossom or seed pod open. Create an instantaneous harmless sensory such as falling leaves, puff of wind, sound of a small animal.
Ironically, the last effect I think would be the most useful.
Instantly light or snuff a candle, torch, or small campfire. Of course, you also have create bonfire too.
Yeah.
So frostbite.
It seems like guidance is sometimes useful.
Guidance is good. It's a standard action. Touch one willing creature once before the spell ends. Target can roll a d4 and add that number to one ability check of its choice. Roll the die before or after making the ability check. Spell then ends. So you can give someone a little boost. There's magic stone. I think magic stone you can create magical bullets for your sling.
Oh, that's kind of neat.
Bending, you can fix shit, molders, poison spray, primal savagery.
Oh, and there's the shillelagh down there too. So we don't necessarily want to write that off.
Shillelagh might be really good to have. Thorn whip.
The question at that point will be how likely am I to be in combat versus supporting?
This is a weaker version of my Warlock's Eldritch Blast. 1d6 damage and you pull it 10 feet closer to you.
Oh, I don't know that I like the idea of pulling monsters closer to me,
Yeah.
typically.
Yeah. Thunderclap. That's a con save. So what do you think, man?
I think it's either shillelagh or guidance.
Shillelagh. The wood club or quarterstaff you're holding is imbued with nature's power. Use your spellcasting ability instead of strength through the attack and damage rolls. Weapons damage die becomes a d8.
Because if I might be in combat, I have like no strength. So.
Oh, it's a fucking
also
bonus action
becomes
too.
magical.
So maybe we'll go with that for now, and if we find that I'm not in combat much, then
So
maybe
you
we'll
can-
change it later.
Imbue it and then hit them with it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
Give them a good old weapon.
What thwap?
Alright, we got your 2 cantrips.
Now
Let's
get
check
some
out 4
spells.
first level spells. Absorb elements, animal friendship, beast bond, charm person, create or destroy water, cure wounds, detect magic, detect poison, disease, earth tremor, entangle, fairy fire. Fairy fire is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fog cloud, good berry, healing word, that's a good spell. Ice knife, jump, long strider, purify, food drink, snare, speak with animals, thunder wave.
Out of the gate, my immediate interest is cure wounds, fairy fire, healing word.
Sorry, I got distracted. Where's the other word? forgot my alphabets. There we go. You got one more?
Yeah, and that's where I don't know some of these other ones. Some of them are similar to my clerics, and I don't use a lot of them. We could double down, but I don't know that Goodberry.
If you've got Healing Word and Cure Wounds,
that might not be valuable.
Yeah. The only thing Goodberry is going to be good for is if Chris is playing a survival game, and we need to worry about staying well fed.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know what Long Strider does. Let's do it spot.
You touch a creature, target speed increases by 10 feet. Higher levels, you can target additional, so they can move faster. So let's
Could
say
be useful for running somebody down.
Yeah, that was my thought. Like someone's getting away, you're like, Frank, you can run fast. Let me touch you, and now you can run 10 feet more in speed. It's very situational, it seems like.
Yeah, might have to look at some other stuff.
Jump. You might as well jump. Touch a creature. Oh, jump distance is tripled until the spell's over. Okay. Charm person. Create, destroy water. Absorb elements.
Yes, April's last character was a Tabaxi monk.
Yeah. What was her name?
Freya.
Freya the second or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, that you can take incoming elemental damage and reroute it for more damage on your next melee attack.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
That might be fun to play with.
Yeah. Animal friendship. Beast
But
bond.
I feel like that's going to be pretty situational early on as well.
Man
Yeah.
equals Thanic.
Oh no.
Mank. All hail Sanic.
The mighty Sanic.
Gotta go fast.
He does. He can and does.
Yeah, you can force a beast to become your pet and fight with you. Charm
What
person.
does Entangle do?
90-foot range. 90 20, so that must be 20-foot. Range area, okay. 20-foot square. Grasping weeds and vines sprout out from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength save or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save. On a success, it frees itself.
That's a 13 save. That was not very good, though.
It's not. The other thing, though, it does make it difficult terrain, so it cuts their speed in half.
Assuming they don't make the save.
Regardless, their speeds.
Regardless. Okay, well, that might be valuable.
So, regardless, their speed will go from 30 to 15.
That can be valuable.
And then also they'll have to make a strength save to move through it.
It's worth considering.
I want to leave that expanded. So
Also, remember that like you're all level 1, and the creatures you're going to be fighting are
should be scaled.
I don't know what
Yeah.
Earth Trimmer is either.
so 13 is actually a fairly high save.
Hold on, please.
Let's see. 1 to 6 bludgeoning, cause a tremor in the ground. Each creature other than you must make a dex save, or on a fail, the creature takes 1d6 bludgeoning and is knocked prone.
That's pretty neat.
And if it's loose earth or stone,
I like the sound
it
of this
becomes
more.
difficult terrain until cleared. Its range is 10 feet.
Now, do I pick where that goes?
Range is 10 feet. You cause a tremor in the ground within range.
I'm just trying to understand how I might apply it. I don't want to have something that's going to wreck the rest of the party.
It's going to be It's within 10 feet.
So I'm likely to impact the rest.
It doesn't say it starts on you, though. A 5-foot diameter. No. Cause a tremor of the ground. Each creature other than you in that area.
Yeah, Earth Tremor hits your allies as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would hit us as well.
Okay, I don't really want to do that then. It sounds neat, but...
Yeah. Same thing with Entangle.
Yeah, but it's a radius, at least. Or a
Yeah,
square,
you can
so
shoot
I
it
can
out
put
and
it
then-
somewhere. And I like controlling the space a little better.
Fog Cloud, Goodberry, Ice Knife. I think April uses Ice Knife a
Yeah,
lot.
and that one seems pretty neat.
Create a shard of ice and fling it at one creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet must succeed on a dex save or take 2d6 cold damage. That's actually pretty good.
Nice.
Throw it into a crowd. You could deal 1d10 damage to the rest and potentially 2d6 to every other enemy around it.
I'm interested in that one, but I do want to check 2 more things.
Alright, what do we got next?
Snare. And maybe that's it.
It's a touch spell. Duration's 8 hours. So as you
Oh.
cast a spell, you use the rope to create a circle with a 5-foot radius on the ground. The rope disappears, and the circle becomes a magic trap. Trap triggers a small, medium, or large, moves onto it. Creature must succeed a dex save or become hoisted into the air. Yeah, you make a trap and it sits there for 8 hours.
I'm not sure that's going to be valuable.
It would be very situational. Of course, you can always prepare this later. These aren't your
Yeah.
only spells. Tomorrow, you could say, I do think I need
we
snare.
can change it up. Let's just do the ice knife for now.
Okay.
I guess I should point out, since we're going over spells, like my game in that regard will be similar to Chuck's. Like if it requires something crazy,
Yeah.
you still need that.
Yeah.
But if the spell is just like, oh, you need like a pinch of flour, I'm like,
Are you naming him Hobbs because you're now playing a Tabaxi? Because that's funny. Yeah. No, and that's one thing, like in the games that I run, like Chris was saying, standard spell components, fuck those things. Like, it's
Yeah.
just...
you need a feather
Asshole.
and an ounce of flour.
A
Who cares?
bird leaf and an ounce of...
pinch of steel wool and some sulfur. Like, who cares?
Gotta get those bird leaves.
Yeah, the bird leaves. But once you get up to some of the crazy, like the big resurrection spells, like you need a diamond worth, like 1,000 gold. All
A
right.
Actually
jewel
gonna need
encrusted gold
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah. Those things you actually need to come up with.
Yeah. And I feel yeah, I don't know.
Parnell, I
That's
think your
it.
character's made.
I think we're mostly done.
That snare one is kind of iffy. I don't know if I would require the rope or not.
Well, we should have the rope anyway. It's in our adventurers pack.
Right.
Yeah.
And rope is pretty cheap. It's like,
A gold
Yeah.
for like 50 feet.
yeah. And that spell requires 25 feet of rope.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Alright. The deed is done for now.
Yeah. So, your character's made. Congratulations.
Now we'll have some exciting times.
Thalkam, the Wood Elf Druid. 9 hit points.
Oh, baby.
3 to initiative. 16 to AC. That's pretty nice.
That should be alright.
I want to check out while we're here.
That's tolerably sized. AC.
That is not horrible.
Hopefully I do not get smushed with my meager health.
That is actually a decent concept there.
What's that?
Bavakis's thing, he's saying, like, you could have it be like, you need components, but you just don't really think about them unless, like, your component pouch itself is not with you, then you can't do it.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Like, hey, I thieved your pouch. You're not.
I suppose so. I still don't. I don't adhere to those rules. I also don't count ammunition. I feel like,
That's
some
like
games...
special ones.
Yeah. Some games, those crunch items are important. If I want to put the casters in an area where they can't cast spells, I'm just going to have whatever creature who's captured them be smart enough to set up an anti-magic field. And then I get what I need, and we get the, conflict and drama of the spellcasters being disabled.
Without overcomplicating.
But, everyone's game, they can run it their own way. And it's fine.
Yeah.
I was going to look at Frank. These are the two characters I didn't go with. Ringclease, who's a reoccurring NPC in my games.
Let me make another quick excursion to see what I was beckoned for.
Okay. And here's Frank, my character, the human barbarian. Frank. He went through
Frank
a lot
Castle.
of rendition, a lot of different versions. Initially, I was going to remake an old character of mine named Zurl the Face Fister, a half-orc barbarian. Zurl the Face Fister was created in Pathfinder, and I had so many goddamn feats and different abilities. He punched things. He would go into a rage, and he would get a ridiculous amount of punches every turn that did a huge amount of damage, and it was a lot of fun. But you can't do that in 5th edition.
Kill a dragon by punching it to death.
He certainly could do that. What feat did I take? Let's take a look. I took Savage Attack, is it? Savage Attacker. I get to roll my damage twice, take whichever one I want. Once per turn. That way, I'm always sure that I get the max damage. It took a while to pick out which feat I wanted. But I felt that suited the combat aspect the most. Anyway, there's Frank. Frank was initially going to be Zurl the Face Fister. I'm like, I can't do the punching, so I don't want to make Zurl. Because you can't call him Zurl the Face Fister if he's not going to be punching people in the face as his primary mode of offense. I'm like, well, maybe I'll make him a monk. Nah, I don't think monk fit with what I wanted.
Yeah.
So then I made him another character. I don't remember what it was. It was... I don't remember.
A wizard?
Nah, that was beforehand. This second edition of Frank, he had an orc name. He was something the Blunt. And he used them all, which Frank still uses. And that was going to be his thing.
Wow, you actually managed to roll 2 17s?
I rolled decent, but then also I get a bonus, a +2 to Constitution. No, I don't get that anymore. That was an 18 in a... I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, he rolled pretty good. We can go look at if we go into edit. It's loading. Anyway, so yeah. Then I'm like, alright, well, he'll be so-and-so the Blunt, half-orc barbarian. That's cool. Then I got thinking, like, I really want to play just this boisterous idiot. Like Zach Brannigan or fucking Aquaman from Batman Brave and the Bold.
My little, how expected.
Yeah. Let's see. So I got a 16 there. What is that? Because it's 4d4. 4, 4, 4.
Yeah, that
12.
would be. He rolled 14 and added 2.
Yeah. I rolled really well. 14, so I rolled a 12, added 2. 14, added 2. Why do I? Oh, that's that. Yeah, I got a +1 and a +1. So. Like I was saying, the character, he came out really good. I think I would have been okay if it was just the 44 without the +2 to kind of ground him a little bit more. But, it's alright. Yeah. So, yeah, Frank.
Is it your intelligence that's -1?
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted him to be stupid. He's just a little bit charismatic. So, yeah. Frank is a strong, sturdy, healthy dude.
Is he strong?
Who wants to fight evil.
Sorry, I'm back.
Fairly dexterous, strong, healthy, stupid.
Stupid as can be. I haven't perfected my Frank voice yet. I'm still
a little charismatic.
Still figuring that out. I want to do something deep, but I don't know how dumb I want it to come through. I want him to be charming.
Kind of Zaf Brannigan.
Yeah, very. I don't even know. I need to figure something out.
It's been a while. I can't think of.
Just have it ready
exactly.
Wednesday night.
Yeah. Where's my personality? What are my characteristics? I eat like a pig and have bad manners. Oops. I help the people who help me. That's what keeps us alive. Why do I have 2 there? I need to accidentally add it 2. Can I delete that? There we go.
Oh, and I have decided you will be starting in... What's this fuck? I forgot the name of my own city.
The flaw I have is it's not stealing if I need it more than someone else. I don't really like that, but I had to think he's chaotic evil. He grew up an orphan in whatever big town we're going to be starting in.
Sesame Street.
So I'm like, maybe he does have the opinion, like, the wealthy set up there and dine on, more food they can ever help to eat in a single sitting, while children are starving down here on the street.
How do you think Bittenberg got so big?
That's it. So, like, maybe if Frank comes across an asshole merchant who's overcharging the poor, like, Frank might not be opposed to fucking stealing his shit and redistributing it to some people who need it a little bit more. Yeah. But anyway, I gotta figure out my Frank voice. Who is it? Frank. I don't know.
This time.
He has to have a good laugh, though. I don't want to go with the straight Zap Brannigan laugh, like, ha ha! How about you, you dirty heathen? Yeah.
There we have it.
There we have it. It's 10 o'clock. We got our homeboy Commander Roots. Thank you for always hopping on here when we start streaming Commander Root. We really appreciate it.
Bobicus.
Bobicus?
Good comment there.
Oh. I don't know how to do it. I'll have to think about that if I want to do a oddly girlish laugh. That's it right there.
I like to kill.
He's walking through street and some lady like, oh, hey there, handsome. He's like, greetings, my lady. Perhaps I can show you a Frank ride. Because he wouldn't be smart enough to call it a mustache ride.
Or anything else.
He's not. That's it.
That's all we got.
That's all. I don't know. I can't think of... He's using a maul. Not a Darth Maul.
No one should use that.
No one should use a Darth Maul. That's the key one. So yeah, now we're just waiting on Boop.
Who do we got left?
Boop. Boop. So we got Frank. Hobbs. Oh, nice. He already got his character.
Doing it live.
Doing it live.
Offline.
Offline live. Ooh. Oh, you're Tabaxi. You get your
That's right.
Nice.
Oh no. My scrolling.
Thalkam. Star Bear for Tyler. And Sammy still needs to claim Odette. Tyler, Sammy, if you're still watching,
Make it so.
Click on the link that I sent, and then you can click on claim an unassigned character, and then you can just hit that.
Oh, we got 2 rogues. Or no.
Rogues.
Oh, Starbear's Tyler. Never mind.
Yeah, Starbear's Tyler. So, Omar never. I'm still waiting on confirmation. So I don't know if we're starting with 5 characters, or if you want to hold out for Omar, or if you want to try and find a 6th.
I'll have to figure that out.
What do you want to do, Chris? At one point, Omar said he wants to play, but then he fucking stopped responding to me.
Jeez, Omar.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That might be something offline.
God.
Go harass him.
Uh,
So I don't know.
we invite somebody else.
Yeah, we can figure that out in a little bit.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Offline stuff.
Yeah. Excitement.
It's 10 o'clock. Were we wanting to play NetHack still?
We could maybe do a little bit of that.
I don't
Although
know.
we might stop and start to switch it to NetHack.
We can just click on the. I can just remove the.
Oh, just change its frame.
Yeah, just remove that and then open up NetHack. We don't even have to switch.
I think you were playing last still.
I don't remember.
If you open up this folder, there should be like a temp file for whoever. Somebody was still playing when we quit.
It
Uh,
was you.
Was
I
it?
thought. Yeah.
You were. I don't
I
remember.
don't think it was me.
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
Again? Last time I did this, it went poorly because as soon as I started, I died.
Anyway, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stop this stream. Those of you who are on, we appreciate you walking through Parnell making a character.
Yeah.
If you haven't, you should hit the follow button. We're going to be playing D&D on Wednesday night in Chris's game. This Friday night is Alex's game, so we'll be streaming then. Tomorrow was today. Today's Saturday.
Still.
Tuesday night, we'll probably stream some more NetHack. And then after, not this Friday, but next Friday, we're back to my game. So we've got a lot of shit you can come and watch. So give us a follow. We're hanging up, and we'll be back in maybe 5 minutes to stream some NetHack.
Yep. We'll go take a quick break and then we'll maybe start an NetHack stream.
Yeah, I got a potty.
Adios.
Thanks again.
Bye-bye.